Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. So much crisis in PDP right now, and it's getting deeper and deeper every day. Right now, there are a lot of fears over possible replacement of BOT members who are critical of Damagum's leadership. Don't forget that among all the organs of PDP, it seems as though virtually all of them have been compromised. The PDP Governors Forum seems not to be standing strong again, as it has to do with the replacement of Damagum, the NWC. No one can say anything about them any longer, except for just two persons who are not ready to be part of the loyalists of Damagum. But right now, the only group that we can say that are fighting to the nail to ensuring that Damagum is hoisted out of office for the right person from North Central to come in is the BOT. And there is serious war going on to see how some persons can be kicked out. And according to the news, the internal crisis rocking the People Democratic Party PDP has escalated to the party's board of trustee BOT with allegations that the acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, and his allies are working to silence dissenting voices within the party. A party source who spoke with Punch on condition of anonymity disclosed plans to replace certain BOT members critical of Damagum's leadership. This development adds to the growing call for his resignation amidst ongoing party tension. Damagum, who assumed the role of acting national chairman after Senator Inyocha Yu removal by court order, has faced criticism from various factions of the PDP. Key party leaders and stakeholders have expressed dissatisfaction with his leadership style and call for reforms. At the 98th National Executive Committee NEC meeting in April, party leaders approved the formation of a reconciliation and disciplinary committee. They also tasked the North Central Caucus with consulting on the selection of the permanent national chairman. However, subsequent NEC meetings, including those originally scheduled for August, October, and November, has been repeatedly postponed with no new dates in sight. The PDP Governors Forum, led by Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed, has now directed the National Working Committee to convene the NEC meeting by February 2025 to address unresolved issues. Former Senate President and BOT Chairman Adolphus Nwabara has criticized the National Working Committee for its failure to resolve the party's crisis. He further accused the Damagum-led NWC of fostering division within the party, emphasizing the need for unity and accountability. Reports indicate that Damagum's faction, backed by allies such as the former Rivers State Governor, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, Ahmed Fantiri of Adamawa, Caleb Mufwang, Governor of Plateau, and Abu Kefas, Taraba State Governor, has infiltrated nearly all PDP organs. A party insider alleged that Damagum's faction is leveraging its influence to suppress opposition within the BOT and other critical party structure. In his words, and I quote, he said, "As we speak, they have taken over almost all the organs of the party. Based on how the NWC has been operating for the past 2 years, I am sure you know who is behind it." Recently, the Imo State PDP chairman was appointed as chairman of the Chairman Forum, all to serve their purpose. Most NEC members are alleged with them. The only organ left that is critical of their moves is the BOT. Already, as we speak, they have also infiltrated the BOT. They are currently plotting to replace some BOT members. The plan is to ensure that the BOT is dominated by their loyalists so that the organ won't be critical of Damagum leadership as it has been in recent time. In a related development, the senior National Working Committee member confirmed to Punch that the NWC will meet today, which is Thursday, to address party matters. The NWC member said that the NWC will meet as today, Thursday, to discuss party matters. We will also engage with the Cross River State chapter regarding the alleged suspension of the chairman. We plan to address a few issues as we wrap up for the year. In response, PDP Deputy National Youth Leader Timothy Osadolo stated that the timing for the NEC meeting has been finalized, confirming that a consensus has been reached to hold the NEC in February. Osadolo, in an interview with Punch, mentioned that today's meeting will be a routine gathering to discuss party matters. In his words, and I quote, "The concern of everyone calling for NEC are well understood, but the issue of NEC, I think, is well settled because in February we have agreed we will hold NEC. It is no longer feasible for the main days of December for NEC to be held. NEC requires a lot of logistics, accommodation, transportation, and security arrangements. So February, as we have proposed for NEC, is a very viable date. Party faithful leaders and members calling for NEC should be reassured that February is set in stone. Nothing will affect the NEC in February." On the NWC meeting, he stated that there is no special agenda for today's meeting. It is just a regular NWC meeting, which is part of the ongoing affairs of the party. The only thing I should say is that the NWC will come out with a statement expressing solidarity with Nigerians in the midst of this difficult December. They say it is already casted on stones that on February 2025, the NEC meeting will hold. But those were the same words that were used, I think, early November, that it was 28th of November, that nothing would take it away. Nigerians are still waiting to see how true this is. But the fear of hoisting out those who are speaking against the leadership of Damagum is one thing that has triggered a lot of reactions by Nigerians. Right now, we've already heard that what is going on in PDP is such that they will succumb to the current administration of Bola Tinubu. But then no one can tell what the future holds, because some members also are very strategic and ready to shock these guys. But my colleague is in the house. We just want to talk about this. What's your position in respect to all of this that the NWC have said and the Damagum leadership have said?
The truth of the matter is, I understand the dicey situation NWC is, especially BOT. Some of them are tenured, and most of them are not having any political position they're holding other than that position of the BOT that gives them a leverage position to talk to leaders in authority using the platform of PDP. So yes, everybody should be worried, especially when it comes to the fact that if you are speaking against them, you may not find your way back into the seat. So it has to do with integrity. It has to do with people who are no longer thinking of themselves. But now the question now is, unfortunately, our political scenario is so dicey and so wonderful in the sense that before even the BOT will sit and have a concrete information on Damagum, they may organize a replacement for them, such a way that by the time they bring a replacement, it's going to be their allies alone, speaking. But it's unfortunate because they are making it look as if PDP and the people therein are so worthless, quote and unquote. They're so helpless that they will have to wait for the enemy to strike. Is it that Damagum is so powerful, or the powers that be so powerful that we can't just sit on that each time they keep shifting it and nothing is better? Then you will forgive, you will probably excuse the lives of the person of this activist, sorry, come again? Deji Adeyanju, who said that the party is gone. Because there's nothing to show a bite. Somebody's practicing anti-party politics. Everything is on ground. Damagum is not delivering. Everything he said he's going to deliver. All the elections he has done, he has lost them all. From Edo to probably Ondo that is on the way now. Who knows the result? Although they still lost Ondo. Yeah. They lost everything. And you're still keeping him a loser, sorry to say, someone who is not delivering. Okay. So why are we finding it difficult to remove? And for crying out loud, he can't be being on acting level. And to think that he wants to move from acting to permanent. And everybody, now if you're employing somebody you cannot sack, you're in trouble. Of course. If you cannot sack him at acting level, can you sack him when he may be if he becomes a chairman today, he can become a chairman for life.
But what is going on right now in the party is not that they don't have the ability to sack him. He's doing the bidding of certain persons who have put their hands on the neck of PDP. So for that reason, they will allow him to. But now that pressure is so much, I strongly believe that even those who are demanding him to stay, seeing how much pressure that is coming upon them, I think they will also be shopping for a new chairman in North Central. The target had been David Mark, that he has all the capacity to be there. But then,
dragging his leg.
Okay, but then I think that the other guys who are somehow APC, PDAPC, they are looking for someone also from that North Central, possibly who will do their bidding. So that at the end of the day, unfortunately, this guy will not amount to anything. Atiku Abubakar and the likes who are, eyeing the position of presidency will not amount.